Yo! Welcome back to Jurassic World the game. This is a very special episode today because today marks 6 months since I started playing this game, since I started this account. Well, actually, tomorrow it would be 6 months, so we're one day early, but that's okay. So I started playing this game again back on... Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, shoot, I want to take that trade, but I'm going to have no coins. I'm going to have to, think about that. But yes, I started playing again on March 13th, and it is now September 12th. We're one day early. So in this video, I plan on teaching you guys, every single thing about my account. If you have any questions about anything that I have, I'm probably going to answer them today. And if I don't, you can ask me in the comments, and I'll answer you there. So I think the first thing that I should tell you guys is that I have spent money on the game. I mean, if you watch my videos, you already know this. So I started playing this. I think for the first 4 months, I had not spent a single dollar until I reached level 99. And once I hit level 99, that is when I decided, okay, it's time. I can spend money on the game. I'm buying VIP. And yeah, that is what I did. But for the first 4 months, I was totally free to play. And I'm going to tell you every single time that I have spent money on this game. So there was that time, $100 on VIP. I bought the yearly subscription. For this month, I bought the, what is it called? Grand Premium? Because Spinosaurus Rebirth is here. I want to get that to level 40. I couldn't help myself. That's the only time that I'm probably ever going to buy Grand Premium. So, let's see. Total's like $140 now. And then 2 weeks ago, I think, there was a deal where if I spent any money on the game, it would give me Rexy. So, I spent $1. And that deal is actually here today. So, I just spent another dollar yesterday. I bought, I think it was called Little Fiesta Pack. That's what I bought. So that is a total of $142 that I've spent on my account. Oh, kind of crazy. Never wanted to spend that much on a mobile game, but you know, if you like the game, support the developers, you know. And Ludia has been crushing it recently. But okay, now that that is out of the way, I'm gonna tell you guys about all my resources. That seems to be the biggest question that I always get is how do you have so much DNA? How do you have so much loyalty points? And I will be honest with you guys, the answer has not really changed at all. I've answered the question before, the answer has not really changed. So, for DNA, well, as you can see, I'm actually pretty low on DNA right now. But I used to have quite a bit. And the reason that I had so much was because there was a Gyrosphere tour. So, sort of like this, a Gyrosphere tour, right? For the 10th anniversary of Jurassic World, the game, right? And this Gyrosphere tour that came out had just amazing rewards. I think it cost, it was either $500 or $1,000 to compete. And if you were super lucky, you would get 60,000 DNA each time. So I spent literally all my bucks that I had been saving up. I spent all those on this Gyrosphere tour. And I have a video about it. You can find it. And yeah, basically I got, I think $1.5 million DNA. And I've just been having that much for a while. It's slowly been falling down. And now it is down. It is at 472,000, which is... makes me uncomfortable. I have been able to kind of keep it at a steady area, right, without losing too much, and I'll tell you guys how I do that as well, because on the daily I be grinding, right? First of all, I always complete the daily missions for the season pass every single day, so that I can get this pack right here. And sometimes I'll get 1,000 DNA in this if I'm lucky. And card 3 is always a guaranteed $53. Or $53. Why'd I say that? $55. So I always do this. Not only that, you also get loyalty points. And since I'm VIP, the loyalty points double, right? A crazy method of getting a good amount of DNA and a really good amount of bucks is come to the market, go to the shops and decorations, make sure you don't have any decorations or buildings in here. But the revenue tower is actually okay. That can be in there. And the only thing you want to have in here is Apatosaurus fossils. Buy tons of those. I normally have 100 in here. I'm getting kind of low right now. And that way, in the trade harbor, which unlocks at level 50, by the way, you will get more trades asking for Apatosaurus fossils, which are the most expensive decoration, which means they give you the most stuff. So I will see a trade asking for an Apatosaurus fossil. It will give me a little bit over 300 DNA. Sometimes a little over $300, which is great. That is definitely the way that I get the most bucks, aside from winning tournaments or opening VIP packs, which I have not really been doing at all lately. And you don't want any other decorations in your inventory, right? Because if I had a fountain, then I can get trades asking me for the fountain, right? But since I don't have any fountains, I will never get a trade asking for a fountain. That's how that works. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention this for the DNA. The prize drop always gets me so much DNA. I always max out this first incubation slot every single day, except for days where it costs DNA. And then if you are a VIP, buying that final slot every day will get you so much DNA, like so much. I think that is my biggest source of DNA right now. But unfortunately, that's for VIPs only. But okay, let's move on to food. Basically, my, what's this called? Food production facility. It's max level. It can't be any higher, which is great. I also have a VIP version of it, which, I mean, it's not fully upgraded. My VIP one doesn't, like, give too much. But anyway, this one doesn't even give too much either. It gives me, like, I think 1,200,000 a day if I need it. But my main source of food is not this, but it is actually the trade harbor. Sometimes there will be a really good trade asking for like 20 million coins and it'll give me like 5 million food or something like that. There's even better trades than that out there too. And it seems like those trades are pretty rare. But daily, I always get multiple trades asking for, once again, Apatosaurus fossils for food. And I always take those trades. It'll say one Apatosaurus fossil for like 800,000 food, which is close to 1 million. So just doing a few of those can get your food pretty high. I almost never struggle with food at all. It's always pretty much just max. The only reason I'm even kind of low right now is because I traded like 7 million food for, oh, what was it? I think it was like 4,000 DNA or something. Then we'll move on to coins. This one is the simplest one. Basically, I just have dinosaurs that produce good coins. And this is something that I did very early on in the series. And I recommend that you do this as early as possible as well. I've said this a bunch of times. It is probably the best thing I've done on this account. Even better than buying VIP or whatever. The best possible thing you can do is get a good coin producing dinosaur and just max it up. I started with Labyrinthosaurus. A lot of people are missing Labyrinthodontia, which you need to make this hybrid. It will come eventually. Even if you're a high level, there will be an unlock event eventually. It shouldn't take longer than 4 months for that to come around. Yeah, I know, 4 months. It's kind of a long time, but you can get it. So Labyrinthosaurus, I got as many as possible to level 40. I literally cannot have any more Labyrinthosauruses. I did not care about spending DNA on this. I knew it was worth it. You shouldn't care either. Just spend the DNA. Getting this many coins every 30 minutes, it's just so worth it. It is so worth it. Especially as you level up, the battles become more and more expensive. Wait, I bet I could find one. Hold on. Okay, no, not that one. Oh, this one. 7 million coins just to do this battle, and I have to do it 3 times. So that's 21 million coins I gotta spend right there. So thank goodness I have these guys. You might notice that I have these towers, these clock towers around them. Those are for VIPs only. But don't worry about that because I honestly have not even noticed too much of a difference by having them. If I didn't have these clock towers, I would be using these Park Oases. So that's what I recommend you doing. Alright, now moving on to bucks. And I've pretty much already explained it. Trading Apatosaurus fossils for bucks. Every time that trade pops up, that's like 300 bucks right there. And then you could open up some solid gold packs, right? Because look at how much you get. 500 bucks. If you're lucky. If you're lucky to get any bucks, the minimum you'll get is 500. You could get 1,500. And then aside from that, you could win tournaments. So I try to do every single tournament. I even try to do tournaments for creatures that I already have unlocked, just because the pack is just, it's worth it. Look at this, 2,500 DNA, 500 bucks, and food, which is just wasted for me. But then I also get, I think, is it 1,300 loyalty points? And then since I'm a VIP, that doubles, so that's just a bunch of loyalty points. I get the tournament creature, I get the creature unlocked, I get the DNA, I get the bucks. The tournaments are worth it. And that's pretty much it for bucks, and then we'll move on to loyalty points. And basically, I'm a VIP, so the loyalty points are just coming in easily. Being VIP has not had too much of an impact on my resources, aside from the loyalty points. And sort of the DNA. It's definitely easier to get DNA if you have VIP because of, you know, the prize drop. But aside from those things, the only thing that VIP has really been helping me with is hatching dinosaurs quicker. Because you can instant hatch 4 dinosaurs a week. And you can also instant fuse 8 dinosaurs a week. There's also this cooldown, like instant cooldown one. I never do use that. I just save it for emergencies. Man, this is really becoming like a tips and tricks video, I just realized. That's not what this is supposed to be, but oh well. I should also mention this. I do not spend as much DNA as I should. I do spend DNA every week. I always spend like at least like 100,000 every week. But I will not let myself buy dinosaurs unless it is Thursday at 12 or 1 p.m. And that is because every Thursday from 12 to 1 in my time zone, there is a deal in the market where everything is 20% off. And that's for VIPs. I think if you're not a VIP, I think it'll be 15% off. I'm not sure. So I only buy dinosaurs during the 20% off deal. I never buy them any other time. Just to save DNA, because it saves a bunch of DNA. It really does. And that is it for those resources. But guess what? There's more resources in the game. There's SDNA. There's Boss DNA. So let's go through those really quick. So Boss DNA. I'm kind of low on it right now because I just spent like... How much did I spend? 30,000? You might not be too interested in Boss DNA. But you might want to be because the D-Rex is going to be in the game soon. And I'm sure we're going to be able to have him for ourselves. That would really suck if you can't. But he seems to be a boss creature. And as we know, boss creatures cost boss DNA to, for 1, unlock, and for 2, to level up. Now, maybe the D-Rex won't take regular B DNA. Maybe he'll take a new special type of DNA. Maybe he'll take like D DNA or something like that. But I want to be prepared, and I suggest you be prepared as well. So what I do to get a bunch of boss DNA is watching ads. You should be able to watch at least 5 ads a day to get boss DNA. My ads have been kind of broken for like the last month, but they just got fixed with this last update. So now I can watch 10 a day. I kind of do a little trick, right? It only lets me watch 5 on my iPhone, and then I'll switch to an Android device, and it lets me watch another 5. It's a little bit cheeky, but if you have 2 devices, you can try that. And normally I don't do these boss missions to get the boss DNA, or like whatever you want to call this, boss missions, I don't know. But since I have been having trouble with ads lately, I have just been completing all these missions. So I've been doing that too. It's kind of been helping. SDNA. Oh man, as you can see, I have over 4,000 Velociraptor SDNA. And that is because I'm about to get Indoraptor Gen 2. I literally have all the Indominus Rexes ready. And I have all the instant fusions ready. That was supposed to be today's video. Today's video was supposed to be unlocking Indoraptor Gen 2. But today's the 6-month anniversary, so I'm making this video instead. So, if you want to see that, go ahead and subscribe, and you can see the video on Monday. And the reason I have so much Velociraptor SDNA is because during Code 19s, I select Velociraptor DNA, right? You can choose which one that you want to get. And I do my Code 19s every single day. And if you do your Code 19s every single day, you will get 60 SDNA for whatever creature you want. For me, I normally choose Raptor. I just switched it to Edaphosaurus because I really need another Megalosevia. And something important to note is that not every creature will give 10 SDNA. Every creature that I have in my park does. But if I put like a Triceratops out or something, that'll probably only give like 5 or something. So I only put like the best creatures out. In fact, the entire reason that my park is even laid out like this is because these creatures, for one, they do give the best SDNA, which is 10 per Code 19, right? But also, if I get a perfect Code 19 on Metriophodon, that gives me 920 DNA right there. I should have mentioned this earlier. Or if I get a perfect Code 19 on Indoraptor, I think that's 780 regular DNA. Sinosauropteryx, I think, is also 780. 780. Megalosevia, I think like 770. Strange. I have not got a Code 19 on Spinosaurus Rebirth yet. I'm trying. I keep like hoping that it lands on him, but it just hasn't happened yet. Why do I not have more dinosaurs out in my park? That is because you need 15 dinosaurs out for a Code 19 to happen. So I try to only have 15 out and nothing more than that. And bosses count towards that as well. So we got my Indom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so I have one too many. Should I get rid of someone? You can all stay for now. But anyway, back to the SDNA. 60 a day from doing Code 19s. And I can watch ads. You can watch 3 ads to get 15 total SDNA. So if you combine that with the Code 19s, that is 75 daily. And think about it. So if you do that for 10 days in a row, that's 750 SDNA for anything that you want. That is the best way to do it. And on top of that, if you do tournaments, which I already recommended that you do the tournaments, right? There's missions on here that give SDNA. Watch this, watch. Reach Prey League in tournament. Reach Hunter League in tournament. Reach Dominator League in tournament. So that's 40, 50, 65 total SDNA right there just for doing the tournament. So that is so good. And as a VIP, this is actually something else that has been helping me quite a lot. VIP is better than I give it credit for. I get 7 SDNA for... Oh, shoot, not that. For these 4 creatures there at the top, I get 7 daily. 7 SDNA daily for those. So that's a little bit extra. Once this DNA facility is fully upgraded, I will get 15 for each of those. So that'll be really cool. And since I'm back talking about VIP again, the biggest thing that's been helping is that cooldowns for watching ads. Let's say I have a creature in here that takes 7 days to hatch. I think normally if you watch an ad, that'll take off like 16 hours, I think? I can't really remember. But if you're a VIP and you watch an ad, that takes off like a day and 9 hours. So watching ads takes off more time from your creatures hatching, and that is very, very useful for me. And then the only other resource is the heroic shards, which, I mean, I can't really have an explanation. Like, there's only one explanation to get those, and that's by doing these shard missions, which I normally I'm always kind of like lacking on, you know? But alright, that does it for resources. We spent way too much time on that. Okay, what else is there? I suppose I should show you guys my lineups. You know what? Here, if you made it this far in the video, I got a gift for you. I'm going to open up a tournament creature pack. Let's see. What do I get? Let's see. What? Oh, what is that? Oh, is it an Ankylosaur? Wait, oh no, that's an Edestus. Oh, okay, we got another Edestus. And we got 500 bucks right there, so that's nice. Heck yeah, baby. Oh, look at those loyalty points. So nice. Alright, time for the lineups. I'll start with the least interesting, which is Cenozoic. Sorry to all the Cenozoic fans. So we gotta go right here. So here are my creatures for the Cenozoic Park, for the Biodome. So these first 3 are actually new. I just evolved all those. So my lineup used to look like this, but now it looks like this. So I got 2 level 20 Titanoboas. I'm going to fuse him sometime in the next few days. And that is my strongest creature. We got Archaeophysion, a hybrid creature. And then the rest is all level 10 VIP creatures. And you might be wondering why I don't evolve the VIP creatures, right? Because I have so many of them. Look, 4 Hyaenodons. I can get a level 30, right? And that is because I don't think that would be enough to win the really tough Cenozoic battles. And I would rather just have more strong creatures to choose from than have like a small amount of really strong creatures. So that's just my preference. I know that bugs some people, but oh well. Here's my other creatures. I just got Synthetaceres and Dinotherium to level 40. Got some tournament creatures. And yeah, I'm never really too focused on these Cenozoics, but I just recently have been focusing on them more. Now moving on to the aquatics. Let's see. Level 30 Mosasaurus! I'm planning on getting him to level 40, and I'm planning on getting Dunkleosteus to level 40, fusing them together, getting the Dunkleosaurus hybrid, which I think is the strongest aquatic, and I'm going to buy a bunch of them. And yeah, that'll just be like an insanely crazy lineup. That is the plan for now. It's going to take a little bit of time though. But that's what I'm planning on doing. And don't forget that aquatic creatures and Cenozoic creatures, your lineup will not get messed up if you get like a super strong creature, right? The battles do not take the average of your best creatures for the aquatics and for the Cenozoics. For Jurassics, they do that. So that is why you shouldn't have like, this is a really terrible example. All Triceratops is in your park, and then like a level 40 Indoraptor, or even a level 1 Indoraptor. You're going to be fighting insane fights that you're not going to be able to win. For the Jurassic Park, you need a balanced team. Or not even that, your best dinosaurs need to be balanced. They need to all be around the same attack, health, ferocity. Ferocity is a combination of health and attack. But okay, back to the aquatics. So 3 Mosasaurus rebirths. I got my Spinosaurus I was gonna say my Spinosaurus is rebirthed. I got my Spino rebirths. And I'm actually gonna get him to level 40 soon as well, so he's gonna be a good aquatic creature for me. And then once again, level 10 VIP creatures, which I refuse to evolve. I'd rather have a plethora to choose from than some just really strong ones. But once I get Dunkleosaurus, I'll go ahead and I'll start evolving the aquatic VIP creatures. And that's pretty much it for my aquatic lineup. Not too great. But now let's move on to Jurassic. So my Jurassic creatures, as you can see, I have 6 Indoraptors. And on Monday, I'm going to have a Indoraptor Gen 2, so he's going to be up there too. I have a Megalosevia level 2. And you know what? I saw this comment where this guy was like really frustrated that I wouldn't just feed my Megalosevia. He said he could not stand seeing it at level 2. Guess what? For you, my guy, this is for you, man. Here we go. Boom! Alright, and we will just leave it there. Alright, so Indoraptors, Megalosevia, which I'm going to have another Megalosevia very soon. Probably just a few more days. 2 sort of level 20 Draco Luxes. One of them is level 20, the other one's level 17. I don't even have a reason for that. But we'll leave it how it is. We got 3 level 20 Metriophodons. Planning on getting more of those in the future. Heroic Postosuchus, Heroic Dilophosaurus, some level 40 VIP creatures. Heroic Triceratops. Dang, all the heroics are up there. That's so cool. Scorpius Rex Jade 2. Some level 30 VIPs. Some Indoms. Level 40 tournament creature. I think that's the only level 40 tournament creature that I even have in my park. It's kind of funny. And yeah, just level 20 VIP. Some level 1 very good hybrids. I should feed them, but I don't really have any need to be honest. A bunch of Gorgosuchuses. Level 10 VIPs. Oh man, oh there's the level 40 common hybrids. I'm just gonna scroll like this so you guys can see. And then basically, I'll say this if you don't already know. So here's my Labyrinthosauruses, right? Okay, for tournaments, I almost never use anything past the Labyrinthosauruses. So right here and everything before this is what I use for tournaments. I almost never use anything past this. I almost never use any of these for tournaments. I just never need to. So that is another reason why I recommend getting a bunch of these level 40 common hybrids. Because they're good in tournaments. You can win tournaments if you have a bunch of these guys. Oh my goodness. And I cannot forget about flock creatures. Hold on, we're about to get to my flock creatures in a second. Flock creatures are so crucial. I do not know how I would even survive on this game without flock creatures. I don't know how I managed way back in the day. Like, if you don't know, I played this game like on an account that I had like over 6 years ago, and I was very good back then. And man, I don't know how I survived without flock creatures. Okay, where are they at? Oh, there's Rodriguez Solitaire. Come on, where's the other ones? Oh, my sinuses! All my sinuses! More Rodriguez Solitaires, my Aqualops, my Epiderps. Oh, and the Preondactylus. Who could forget the Preondactylus? And then everything down here is like not really interesting. I'll just scroll through it really fast. There you go. Take a gander. Take a look. Super rares. Rares. Oh, geez. Come on. Oh, my gosh. Get to the end already. Commons. There we go. Oh, and if you're wondering how I have... Oh, my gosh. I totally forgot about Amber. I just realized I ignored that. Okay, so Amber, like if you're wondering how I have so many flock creatures, right? You saw all the Sinosauropteryxes that I have, all the Aquilops that I have. Well, that answer is the same as the DNA answer. There was the 10th anniversary Gyrosphere tour, which gave tons of DNA, but it was actually more of a 50-50. There was only a 50% chance to get a bunch of DNA. The other 50% chance was to get a bunch of Amber. So that's how I also got a bunch of Amber. And also from doing the Amber tournaments whenever they come around. And for quite a while, I was doing this boss mission daily. And the reward was 4,000 Amber a day. And then there's other ones that I do. There's some on here right now. Yeah, these. I also do these. These come around once a month. And I always do these. Look at this. Colossal Amber, right? 40,000 Amber in that pack. Gigantic Amber. 5, 10, 15, 20,000 Amber in that pack. And then Mega Amber, which gives 10,000 Amber. So I always do these every month. And let's go ahead and look at my Amber. Okay, Amber. I have 998,000. So I'm just 2,000 away from having a million. I have never ever spent any Amber on any of these creatures. Except for, I think I bought 2 Euplocephalus. And I only did that because it was going to like benefit me at the time. I needed it for a mission. If I did the mission, I think I got a tournament creature. It was like one of these side mission things, right? So that's the only time I've ever bought one of these creatures. So I just do not spend Amber on these at all. I only spend Amber on flock creatures when they're available. And right now, I have so many flock creatures. I have so many Sinosauropteryx. I don't need any more. So I don't really know what I'm saving my amber for. I'm probably gonna buy this blonde Becky just because I want that, because it looks so cool. Such a cool dinosaur. And yeah, if you want to, you can probably buy these packs. I don't know if that's worth it. To be honest, I would just wait until there's a flock creature available. And that is all I recommend spending your amber on. Flock creatures, flock creatures, flock creatures. Alright, is that everything? Is that everything? Oh man, I really hope I'm not forgetting about anything. I did, in fact, forget something. I forgot to show what I have in the market. I have so many dinosaurs. I'm just going to scroll through it really fast for you guys to see how many dinosaurs I have. I have so many tournament creatures. I think I have like 50. I'm trying to hatch all of them. I just want them all hatched. I do not like trading dinosaurs for like DNA or anything. I never trade dinosaurs away, like in the trade harbor. But look at how many legendaries. Look how many T-Rexes. 33. Absolutely insane. Yeah, I don't know. Here's everything, guys. Here's the tournament creatures. I just got Euclidoceras yesterday from the pack that I spent $1 on. I got super lucky. And here's everything. This is all from... What is this all from? This is all from just doing the daily battles that are always on here. Okay, that is everything. And then let me show you. These are the dinosaurs that I have unlocked, just in case you want to know. So I've done events for every single one of these creatures to get them all unlocked. This is everything. Anytime a tournament comes around, I try to do it. I've only lost like... I mean, since I won my first tournament, I think I've only lost like 2 tournaments. Just from... either oversleeping or just not really caring about the tournament at all. Like Homalocephaly, I remember I just didn't care at the time. I was too tired. I was like, nah, not gonna even try that. So Homalocephaly is something that I need to get unlocked. And this is everything. Take a look at the Indoraptor so you guys can see them. Oh, did I say I had 6 of them? No, I only have 5 of them. My bad. Cannot do simple math. But I will have a 6th one on Monday. And let's just take a look at Spinosaurus Rebirth. Oh, let's go ahead and feed him since you made it all the way through the video. There we go. I'll get the mission complete off the screen. Come on. There we go. Oh, I guess I should show my boss creatures really quick. I have Valkyrie 77 maxed up, level 60. And then I have Omega 9 maxed up at level 60. It takes about, I think, 28,000 boss DNA to max up a boss creature. Then the Juggernaut 32 is only level 3. And then the Salamander 16 is only level 2. I'm not going to spend any more boss DNA until the D-Rex is here. And yeah, that's that. That is that. So yeah, that is it, guys. It's 6 months in, half a year. My account, I mean, some people might think it's crazy. It's definitely a good account, I would say, especially for 6 months. But believe it or not, it could be better. I think there is people out there who are doing a lot better than I am, and there is even some tips and tricks that even I don't do, which if I did do, I could be a lot better, but I will not share them in this video. That is for a separate video. That is for the pro players. Yeah, I don't know, I could be doing better, but I think my account is pretty good. But yeah, if you guys like this video, go ahead and subscribe while you're at it. Subscribe if you want to see the Indoraptor Gen 2 on Monday. I will be posting it. And I post Jurassic World the game videos 3 times a week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And pretty soon I may be posting something else on, I don't know, maybe on Tuesdays or Thursdays. I don't know. I'll figure it out. And I will see you guys next time.